Hey guys, it's Nathan here, Mom's Keurig here. Today bringing you some World War II gameplay. We're playing Capture the Flag on Ardennes Forest. This isn't a complete gameplay. I stripped a couple parts of it out because it was a long match, and I included, the parts where I got all these kills. So it's not like a whole gameplay of me just like camping in the corner or something like that. So anyways, in today's video we're going to be talking about two things. One is going to be the current state of this game, World War II as we know it, and the second topic is pretty much the main reason why I'm making this video, and how YouTube is essentially trying to get rid of smaller content creators channels, and focus more on these, people bringing them money, and uh, it's really sad, and I'll get into it whenever I get into it. So anyways, guys, sit back, relax, hope you enjoy, and Call of Duty World War II. This game was released in November, 2017. It's weird saying 2017 because it's 2018, and I can't seem to wrap my mind around that. Um, so this game at first launched pretty badly. At the start of the game, there were issues such as load times being too long, and ironically, the problem or the reason that the load times were horrible was because of the headquarters. And for you guys that have not played this game or haven't touched it in a while, or are not familiar with this game, headquarters was a feature, or is a feature, where people can walk around with other people, meet new people, do weird things like do 1v1 shootouts and stuff like that. It's essentially RuneScape for Call of Duty, where you can, make new friends and, you know, become more social. But ironically, that feature was the reason this game had a really bad launch, with the launch time or the loading times, all this choppiness in the game. So they decided to remove headquarters in the game a month and a half ago, and they decided to make it to where headquarters only shows you and your friends and not any other random people in your region, to hopefully help with the loading times, which it did. And they bring it back. They bring headquarters back, and so headquarters is supposed to have this like event that goes on every 30 minutes, to where you can get on the flat guns and shoot down air support, but that has yet to happen. This game was shipped, they advertised this game under the impression that you'd be able to do all these things at day one, yet you can't do the headquarters events, you can't use the paint shop, which says to this day coming soon, which, if you know Sledgehammer works, coming soon is, probably next year, as in 2019. So this game isn't really complete right now, and it's been, today is the 16th of January. I'll probably upload this a day later or so. And this game is still not complete. It's been 2 months since it came out, and it's really unacceptable for a AAA title shooter to have this many issues at launch and still not have all the features that were promised at launch, such as what I described with the headquarters. And a lot of people I know just don't play this game anymore. I haven't touched this game in weeks. I mastered Prestige on it. I'm just pretty much done with this game. I don't know if it's me getting older, but I can't play this game for more than 30 minutes without just saying it's boring, or I'm just sick of it, because it's just so bland. Uh, there's no way of progressing in this game once you hit a certain level. Once you're 5th Prestige, you can unlock all the OP guns. You have all the guns. You don't have to unlock anything else. You can do good with, what you have. So Sledgehammer has a limited time to keep the people that are still on this game, still playing, or else they're just going to suffer a game that dies, mid-cycle. I think it was really bad on their part to announce the DLC before the game even came out. Um, I think they should have waited a month before even announcing the DLC, because it just makes, the community is always like, Activision's only in it for the cash and not the community, and the community is right in this case when they're already advertising DLC before the game came out. And what's funny is all this DLC is on the disc, it's just locked, and a future update will enable the DLC for people to buy, which is really sad. All these maps that are in DLC 1 are all on the disc. They were leaked before the game even came out. So I don't know how that's gonna fly with the community. The community doesn't like this game that much, as in Reddit community, by the way. I'm not talking about the whole Call of Duty community. But how the communities or how the heads over at Sledgehammer are treating the community is also another reason why people are not sticking with this game. A lot of people are complaining with the sprint out times, um, and they have yet to be fixed. In fact, Michael Condrey went on Reddit the other day, and posted saying, "Oh, so this is we're not playing a jetpack game anymore. We're playing boots on the ground, so we have to make everything slower." And that just made a lot of people mad. It doesn't even have a positive rating on Reddit. Upvotes, downvote system. It's all been downvoted. Like, they just do not get the idea that people want faster sprint out times. They want a game that works. They want proper treatment for spending $60+ on a game. Especially those people playing PC. Those people playing PC, I feel so bad for you guys because this game's hacked to shreds, and they clearly just don't give a crap about it because they're allowing it to continue on. So, I think I've said enough about World War II. I'm still going to upload videos for this game, but it's just hard to find the motivation and time considering college starts for me, this week. And I just don't see the point in playing a game that the game developers themselves are neglecting already, and it's only been out for 2 months. So anyways, let's get on to the next topic. I hate to be super pessimistic by saying this, but if you're a small YouTuber channel like me and you want to get big, I think it's too late for that now. I received a YouTube email about an hour ago, um, and it was basically telling me that since I don't make, I'll put it on the screen right now and you can look at it, and I can pretty much summarize what it says. It basically says they have new eligibility requirements for YouTube partnership, and they declared that my channel does not meet these requirements. Therefore, they're canceling monetization on my channel. So, in simpler words, I can't make money off my YouTube videos. Now, just a disclaimer: I don't make a lot of money off YouTube. I don't use this as a source of income, actually. I don't make enough money to even claim it on my taxes. That tells you something. Um, so I've always liked making YouTube videos. I didn't give a crap about the cash. A lot of my friends have wondered how much I made, and I've told them, and they would be like, "That's slave labor." I'm like, "Well, I don't do it for the money. I do it because I like doing it. I like expressing myself. I like talking about games I'm playing. I like playing video games." Um, and unfortunately, it has come to the point where I think that YouTube is just not a good is a good it's not a good what's the word, a good website to post videos if you don't make, if you're not big enough. But they will allow someone that has millions of subscribers to go out and walk into a suicide forest and record a dead body and be totally fine and put that on trending. They're totally fine with that. We here at YouTube totally condone you to walk in the middle of a forest, find a dead body, and record it. But if you're trying to be a productive, if you're trying to get your channel out there and you're too small, you can't do anything. You're just gonna have to suck it up, and we're gonna take all your rights away, because we have to pay the big YouTubers somehow, right? Let's take it away from the big guys or the small guys and give it to the big guys making these stupid videos. So, this email is basically saying, we have this threshold, which is, you have to have at least 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months. So, let's keep that in mind. Okay, so 4,000 hours, what's that? That's 166 days. So you're telling me in the past year I've had to have a total of at least 166 days watched on my channel. When before this partnership program, or well, it wasn't even called a partnership program. I think it was called Google Partnership or something like that before. Whenever I got it, you had to provide tax information, you had to provide an AdSense account, and nowadays they kind of just do it all for you. But now Back in my day, you couldn't do that. You actually had to go through a lot of struggle to become a YouTube partner. I remember in 8th grade doing all this crazy stuff to become a YouTube partner, and I was proud to become a YouTube partner. And nowadays, though, they hand it out to people like it's candy. You know, you make 2 YouTube videos, you get 10 views each. Oh, you can monetize the videos. Would you like to do that? But back in the days of, when YouTube was actually a pretty good platform that didn't crack down on everything, um, where you could, post political stuff, you could post news without having to worry about demonetization. Um, I don't know. I'm just kind of fed up. Like I said, I don't make a lot of money off this, off this platform. But what this video or this email shows to me, or is telling me, that we don't care about people that are smaller and want to actually try to get big on YouTube. We care about those big dogs uploading the stupid videos. We have to pay them somehow, right? I never planned on making it big on YouTube. I'll be honest. I like doing this just because it honestly, it YouTube has been sort of kind of not a venting channel for me, but when I get bored, I start overthinking things and it causes me to have really bad thoughts. And whenever I'm making YouTube videos, it gets my mind off those things. So, YouTube in a way has saved me from mental struggles, but because I'm not a big YouTuber, that doesn't really matter. So, that's what I kind of get from this, email. It sucks that these smaller channels like mine and other people that really wanted to get big on YouTube. I didn't want to get big, but these other channels that want to get big on YouTube, they can't now. It's essentially impossible. Um, it's like the the corporation is working against people that are trying to become big on YouTube, and instead working for the people that are already big on YouTube. So essentially, if you haven't made YouTube Hollywood, status yet, you're pretty much screwed under this new platform, new change in their program, which I find sad because, you know, I've never done YouTube for the money, like I've said. I've done it because it's just a nice way of spending time and talking to people that follow you and stuff on this channel. But in this current state, I think YouTube's just going downhill with the content they allow and the content they don't allow. They should just go back to the old thing of, not being super strict on people. If it's something illegal, of course, report it and get it, off of YouTube. But if it's something controversial like politics or, you know, your opinion on something that's happening in the world, like some fatality or some war stuff, like if you just talk about war in your YouTube videos, they get demonetized. Like that's so wrong. It reminds me of the book 1984. You know, it's like we're in a world with so much censorship that whenever people go out into the real world where there is war and there is famine and there's all sorts of really bad things, they're going to be like completely shocked being, I wrote an essay over this in college about how censorship in small amounts is good, but overall it's really bad. It it's brainwashing people. That's what YouTube is essentially doing, brainwashing people into thinking that there's nothing bad in the world. It's a lovely place where you can go walk off into a forest. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to bring that up. But, it's it's just really bad. And YouTube, you're going to have to get your act together because a lot of people are ditching your platform. I don't think I'm going to ditch it anytime soon, but when I got this email, it opened my eyes and I was like, well, that's not fair to anyone that's trying to get big on YouTube or, just trying to have some fun on YouTube. Because those people, I've worked really, really hard to get where I am. I don't make a lot of YouTube views. I don't get a lot of views anymore like I used to, but whenever I was younger, I put a lot of money in this channel. I bought an HD PVR to record high definition video. I bought a decent headset to record my voice, and it seems like all of that's just being tossed aside because you know YouTube just doesn't deem my channel worthy of progression, I guess. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching this YouTube video. I do appreciate the support that the select few of you guys give me. I do make these videos so you guys can have something to watch. And so yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate the support. I hope you guys have a good day, good night, wherever you live.